All right, so this one is going to be a very short one. So I want you to go and spend time with your family, love up on your babies, love up on your big babies, all that kind of stuff. I want you to do that. Okay. Yes, let's talk about this news right here. I don't know if you guys saw it that happened in Akure. I'm going to read it for the first time. My wife told me a little bit about it. So I'm actually going to be reading it now and see if we can get something out of it. I know the lesson I want us to learn from it already. Okay. Natu, are you there? Natu, like, what did I do? Area, I did here. Now you're good. I'm just joking. But all of us that we tend to talk about spiritual. I am like that too because I was raised that way. But I'm telling us that we need to be a little bit more careful with all the spirituality over spiritualizing everything, because this is what it becomes, right? This is what it becomes. Look at this news on Nigerian Tribune. Suspected Yahoo boy crushes 4 by injures Ondo. She said a full ground. I see you, Natsu, my G. Right? Crushes. Let me show you the screen. All right, here we go. Suspected Yahoo boy crushes 4 to deletion, injures others in Ondo. What is this title? Yahoo-Yahoo and Juju suspects mobbed and deleted in Yoruba. So let's see if we can get some details out of this situation, because I don't know the full details. Yeah, I saw that the free talking about it. My wife was quite traumatized from this story a bit, and it's about jungle justice. Jungle justice is part of the all over spiritualizing everything. Okay, it's the same mindset. We gotta pay attention to that. Okay, we gotta pay attention to that. It's part of the same issues. Okay, jungle justice. Okay, I'm gonna share the link. I want to hear your thoughts on this, Natsu. Yeah, it's a big deal, and we need to talk about it in a few minutes, okay, before we go forward, right? Nigeria is in a place where anytime somebody is carrying an iPhone, I'm not talking about Lekki. Anytime somebody is carrying an iPhone, he might be accused of being a Yahoo boy, and then they might serve him jungle justice. They might delete him literally, okay? All right, that's where Nigeria is right now. If a girl sleepwalks out of her, a young girl, 14 years old, if she's sleeping at night, Nigeria is in worse place than it used to be 20 years. They might say she has witchcraft and start beating her with brooms. I don't know if you're aware of that. Okay, Shay, you hear me? Natu.
Yes, I did hear you.
Okay, so let me read this and then I want us to talk about it really quickly before we round up, right? So this news on Tribune says a suspected internet fraudster, also known as Yahoo Boy, Nigerian slang, internet fraudsters are called Yahoo Boys or Yahoo Plus or whatever, right? Yahoo Boy was involved in a fatal accident that left at least 4 people deleted and several others injured in Akure, Ondo State. That's my town, that's my city. On Monday morning, the incident reportedly occurred in the Ijoka area of Akure. I know exactly where Ijoka is. Eyewitnesses say the driver of the Toyota car was driving at a high speed while going through Ijomimom to the Sunday bus stop Ijoka area of the town when his vehicle suddenly skidded off its lane and crushed the victims to deletion. Some of the victims were on commercial motorcycles known as Okada. They use them for commercial transportations, motorcycles, and they deleted immediately at the spot before they could be rushed to the hospital. The driver suspected to be suspicion. Like, why do we have developed society? Well, innocent until proven guilty. That's the direct opposite of jungle justice, okay? The driver suspected to be Yahoo Boy was returning from Ijoka, where he had gone to see some of his friends, where he lost control of the car and crashed into the victims. The driver was allegedly driving recklessly and at high speed, which resulted in the accident. According to an eyewitness, sympathizers who rushed to the scene to rescue the driver found some fetish items. What is fetish items? Ikoko, ado, crazy, whatever, those things, right? You find out in somebody's car, so now they must be Yahoo boy. Well, that means I must give them jungle justice, right? Raising suspicion that the driver was a Yahoo boy. How does fetish items translate to being a criminal? And even if they're a criminal, how does that translate to jungle justice? That's clearly a backward society, and we need to keep speaking against this. The sympathizers were said to be angered by what they saw in the car and descended on the driver, beating him to a point of comatose. They also set the car on fire. The mob action, it is a mob action. Listen, it's sad that his car crashed and deleted 4 people. It is sad, right? But we need to think a little bit bigger than these 5 people that have been deleted, because it was deleted, right? The mob action was due to the driver's attitude after the incident, because he showed no sign of remorse and attempted to run away from the scene. Does this translate to jungle justice still? I don't know. This is an eyewitness that's trying to justify it. Let me tell you something. The regular person, the regular typical person in Nigeria have a jungle justice mindset. Okay? You can see a lot of it in the conversation about your son that passed away over the past few days.
Yep.
Okay? And as you might see it as, no, it's not deep. Like I always tell you, your own small worry, you never know when you're going to have a person that will take that
Imagine
worry
when
to
this
the
thing
next
happened
level.
now, everybody said it was Judy. Everybody, they now started trolling Judy. They started trolling this girl online. They were not allowing her to breathe.
What do you think would happen? What do you think would happen if certain people have access to Judy physically?
That babe for no they breathe too.
Let me finish this really quickly. However, the men of the state police command who arrived at the scene were able to rescue the driver from the mob and took the lifeless body of the victims to the morgue. Right? I think he passed eventually. Let me see. This one is not showing.
The driver passed.
Yeah. They burnt him.
Wow.
Right. Suspected Yahoo boy to deletion for crushing. Yeah, that was the end of him. They finished him.
Suspected Yahoo boy, or they knew him to be a Yahoo boy.
So there's no way to know if somebody is a Yahoo boy from a standpoint of.
There are people that they know them to be, like their area people know, say this guy, like they may do on that gym moves. You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying, except that it's still innocent until proven guilty.
I want to believe that the fact that he did not show any remorse was what angered the people, because I'll be pissed.
Yeah. You said what?
I said, I want to believe that the fact that he didn't show any remorse, like you just five people.
I agree 100%.
You can't bring that life back? Are you joking?
Yeah, you can't do that, because the reason why in a developed society they say innocent until proven guilty is because there's always blind spot. There's some things you just don't know, right?
Yeah, even if not chicken, you cry. Even if not chicken.
Even if, I think I've told that story here before. I'm not sure. The same thing almost happened to me because I knocked. I tried. I was 16 years old, 16 or 17. You know what?
Mm-hmm.
I almost knocked a chicken off the street, and I swabbed because I didn't have experience. I swabbed my car instead of me to just stray. If chicken won't die, it just die.
Bro, let me tell you, this one is not even somebody hitting the chicken. This is my younger brother's chicken when he was 5. He went to school and the chicken died. And my father now threw the chicken away. My younger brother made so much trouble. My dad had to take my younger brother, my mom to my grandfather, and they had to go and do court case. Why and how his chicken died, and everybody acting like it was just a chicken. And to the boy, it's not just a chicken. But this is like a human life. Like you can't bring it back, you can't buy that. And you want to act like, okay, an accident I do. Like, bro.
Let me tell you something though. I don't know how I won lottery today that Chiye decided to come out, but Chiye, welcome. we won lotto today.
don't say that about my boo. Chiye is a good person. She's just busy
Tia has
sometimes.
not been on this stage in at least 3 years. At least 3 years.
But she's
You know,
keeping the chat busy.
3 years, okay.
3 years. But anyway, wait. Let me finish that story really quickly. So I swerved right to avoid the chicken. So my side mirror knocked a young girl. She had a cut on the head. I almost got mobbed on that street. Yes, it's Iralepo Street in our local government. I almost got mobbed. They tore my shirt. I was 16, 17 years old.
Wow.
This is personal to
You
me.
will never forget that day. You will never forget that day.
You see, I'm telling you the story now. I don't know how many years later. Listen, this thing, right? Anytime you see somebody, I know it's a stretch, but I need to say it. People that tend to believe in militant ways of ruling people or parenting or dealing with people, yeah, I just believe in militant. You need to watch them. They are the people enabling this type of behavior, because as much as you're saying it's militant, very small like that, there's another person that their militant is going to another way entirely. You know, but let me hear what you ladies have to say about this, because it needs to stop.
See, our perspective is going to be different because we are women, we are potential mothers. So, I don't think what they did was like okay, but I feel like they were angered by the guy's reaction of not feeling remorse. You know what I'm saying? So, like, and Nigeria already, every small thing they trigger them. Every small thing will just trigger them. So they're already angry. So if you just add anything on fire, will just catch. Do you understand? So what he did wasn't right, honestly speaking. And I want to believe that was an accident because they said he was speeding. So I don't think he did that because he wanted to do something or because of what they ended up finding in his car. But I want to believe that that was an accident, but his reaction prompted whatever the outcome was.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Chinye, what's up? How you doing?
I'm good. Sorry, you might
How have you
in my
been?
background.
No,
I'm
you're good.
walking
You're good.
to my car. Just got off from work.
Oh,
But,
okay. Well done.
Thank you. So this is my thing. I honestly feel like even if he did show remorse, I feel like they will still do jungle justice because, for example, when a driver accidentally hit an Okada and it's clearly an accident, the way they would descend on this driver, in Nigeria, they do that a lot.
Yeah.
And I don't like the fact that, if that report is actually correct, if it's true, I don't like the fact that he didn't show remorse. Another thing is people have different types of reactions when they are in a bad situation, right? He could be afraid. He probably already knew what will happen. So the state of mind that he was at that time, that might be his own way of expressing fear, which they're reading or interpreting as not showing remorse. But it's really sad that they also deleted him. So that ended up being like how many people that got deleted? 5 altogether. I mean, that's really crazy. Another thing is those people that are reporting, oh, he has fetish things in his car, blah blah blah. I bet you a lot of those people have fetish things in their homes.
Yeah.
Like, y'all need to stop playing here. Like, y'all have fetish things in your homes too, doing whatever it is that you're
Sometimes
doing.
it looks like sometimes that fetish thing looks like anointing oil. They don't see it as fetish. These people.
MOP, you're not nice.
Some people.
You remember even in the Bible now, Jesus said he is without sin should cast the first stone.
Sorry, what did you say, Natsu?
No, I said just like you said, like a lot of them are doing the same thing. Like in the Bible, Jesus said he without sin should cast the first stone.
Cast the first stone. That joint is in their homes. They know it. So what is their justification? One, that he killed those people by accident. Deleted those people by accident. 2, that he had fetish things in his car. So because he has fetish things in his car and he deleted those people,
these are considered grounds to delete people.
It must be what's in the car. It must be
rituals.
It must be a Yahoo boy.
It must be a sacrifice. I beg.
If
My
they
my
caught him in
Niger
the
people,
bush, if they caught him in the bush doing something, they will say, okay, he's
that'd be a
using them for
different
that
thing
purpose.
altogether.
If you
Come
can't,
Yeah,
on,
but
man.
the only way in Nigeria, thank God for this headline that you're looking at. The only way that guys should be held into that kind of account that you can even justify anything at all is the only way is if you caught him with other people hurting people.
Right.
exactly.
That's
That's the
it.
Like,
only time I would like agree for jungle justice.
What's going on,
Honestly,
like for
I'm
Sahil?
not for
example,
jungle justice.
there's been situations lately, like last year, when like this Yahoo thing went into a complete frenzy. No be Yahoo Promax and they call them, where
Yeah.
people be
Uh-huh.
are like now kidnapping their own girlfriends. They
Yes.
chop
Yep.
breast. They do all
Yeah.
kind of
If
yama
somebody
yama.
is considered missing and you find them with somebody, even at that, you have to have them arrested. They have to go through because you don't
Right,
know
have to
what you
go through
don't
some
know.
type of due process.
Yes.
You have to go through due process. So
Yep.
That
we
jungle
need
justice we do back home is so wrong, man.
yeah. There's this thing on, I don't know what site this is, the precisiong.com. It says two arrested for killing uh for deleting Yahoo Boy in Akure to be charged for murder. They need more scapegoats like this. They need more because
Yeah.
it's happening. By the way, jungle justice is happening every day in Nigeria. I don't know if you realize. Every day.
Of
Yes.
course. Yeah, it
These are the
does.
ones that make it to the news. You know, two
I
suspects
agree.
who allegedly stoned 35-year-old man Olorunfemi Tokwe to deletion in
Mm.
Akure have been arrested. The Ondo State Police Command confirmed Tokwe was deleted by an angry mob, right? For alleged, Chie says something, interpretation. What other interpretation do you need from somebody that's trying to run away? They clearly know that they're in
That's true.
trouble.
That's what. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
he's trying
why I
to flee for his
said. That's
life.
yeah.
So he's
That's why I
afraid.
said. That's why
So
they
he's talking about
acted the
some
way
he
they
doesn't show
acted.
remorse.
Yeah, the
I mean,
remorse,
they're
right?
not.
Go ahead, Natu.
You know, sometimes, right? It's just when you do some things, it's your reaction that will either make the person forgive you or say, okay, you have to pay me back. You understand? But when you do something and you act like, so what? Like, all those kind of things, like you just piss people up and be like, okay, I want more. I want compensation.
This one right here, Natu, is the one that we have to be explicit about. It's criminal mob behavior, mob anger, jungle justice.
No, I'm not for jungle justice. No, I'm not.
It's criminal behavior. We have to just
I'm
say
not for
that.
jungle justice.
There's
I don't
no
even know
justification
to
for it.
tackle this thing in Nigeria, man, because it's so rampant, and people's mindset. Because a lot of
The
everything
mindset.
depends on the mindset, the way people
And
think. It's
right.
it's like the way they if you see the way they'll defend jungle justice here, oh
Yeah, the mindset definitely is.
And honestly speaking, most times for this jungle justice, the most times they are wrong about it
Mm-hmm.
because
Yeah.
they just quick to
wrong as
act.
hell.
They don't like investigate to know like what happened, how did they happen. They don't have that patience. They don't even have that intellect to like say, okay, this is how stuff like this go. Let's find out what happened. No, he
Yeah.
just hit him, he hit her. So what's next? He should go, or we catch him stealing. Imagine because they caught somebody stealing, and then they just put the tire over the person and they just fight the person because
Yeah.
they caught him stealing. Now, did you ask what happened? Did the person really steal? Was it true? So let's investigate. There was one that was caught stealing one time, and why was he stealing? Because he has a child that was fighting in the hospital,
Yeah.
and they needed money for something that he didn't have. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not saying to steal is the way to solve that problem.
Yeah. Ladies,
People
let's
can find themselves in situations.
I want to finish with this. I want to know your thoughts about this last topic that we covered. I'll be right back. I just want to hear your thoughts and then we'll round off for this show. Okay, I'll be right